Hi, my name is Peter, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the SMS channel through Azure Communication Service. So as you might know, there's two ways of doing it. One way is through native ACS, and one way is through Twilio. There's a different video about Twilio. In this video, we're going to focus on how to set it up if you want to go through the Azure Communication Service route. Right, so let me go to the customer service admin center, and then we will go to channels and to phone numbers. So obviously we need a phone number to be able to get to send and receive SMS. Right, so we're going to add an ACS number, and obviously we can also do this through ACS. If you go to Azure, to the portal, then go to phone numbers, then you can go and buy a phone number through here. It's the same thing, right? The advantage of doing it through Dynamics is that you don't have to push any sync buttons. It will do all that automatically for you. Now, mind that SMS through ACS is not supported in many countries, right? That means that if I, for example, pick the Netherlands, right? If I want to have a local SMS number for the Netherlands, you can see that there's no SMS plans available. So I need to pick a country that supports that. So, for example, the US. Now, mind I can only do that on a toll-free number. So if I put geographic in there, it says, well, you can't do that for now. It can only be toll-free. Right, and I want to be able to send and receive SMS, and perhaps I also want to send or make and receive calls. Now I have to pick an area code, so let me do that. Find me some numbers. We'll just go through a pool of numbers to supply you with one. If I'm happy with this, then I can go ahead and purchase. If you go through the ACS route, you get a bunch of numbers that you can pick from, which might be a little bit easier. And then you can say, I want to refresh or pick another batch. But in this case, I'll go ahead and purchase this number. So that takes a minute or so. Now, while we are waiting for that, it is important to mention that getting the number is basically a business number, right? It's a business SMS number that is purchased through ACS. You have to verify that number as a business to be able to send SMS back. So now I purchase a number, now I can set up the workstream, etc. I can't send any response back until I actually verified my business, right? So I'll walk you through that as well. So that is very important to also do, right? You won't see it in this interface. You will see it in the message that comes back if you try it out, or you can see it on the Azure portal site. So let's wait until the phone number has provisioned, and then we'll show you. Perfect. And now that took 2 minutes or so. Now I got the number. I'll press done. You can see that it's added, and you can see that it actually has the capability of sending and receiving SMS. So with that, I can go to channels, and then I can go to messaging. I can go and add a channel saying SMS. Let me call that ACS so we don't get confused. It's an SMS channel. SMS ACS. Let me call it like that. And obviously, we're going to leave this to the default. You can see that I can pick the numbers that are set up to send and receive SMS. So in this case, I'll pick that. I'll put the language in. Then I get to the behaviors. The behaviors we covered in a different video. If you want to see that, go and watch that. It is really great stuff, but we will leave that to the default right now, and then I am going to create the channel. Now, while that channel is being created and the workstream is being created, let's switch back to the Azure side and refresh this page. So this is the ACS that is connected to my Dynamics demo instance, and I'm going to telephony and SMS and then to phone numbers. Let it find it a little bit, and then here you can see the SMS verification for toll-free is mandatory in the United States and Canada. Now mind, this is not just in the United States and Canada. It is also required in many other countries. If you buy this, mind that you have to submit an application. So you can do that from here. You have to say what you're going to use it for, what phone numbers are going to be associated with this, what your company address is, how you're going to use it. Like, for example, I'm going to use it to send reminders, or I want to send messages about fraudulent transactions or your account or stuff like that. Could be all sorts of stuff, and how you are going to use that. Now, with that, you also have to put a total volume in, and you have to put in 3 example messages. Now, mind, this is important. These example messages will be looked at for verification, right? So they are trying to obviously keep out the fraud, right? Keep out the bulk, shitty bulk SMS that we get on a regular basis every day. So I'm not going to put that in right now because that will actually take a day or so. While they say here verification may take up to 5 weeks to complete, in reality, it's much less, right? It could be from a day to, well, 1 week, 2 weeks. In reality, this is actually quite quick. Now we're going to use the number regardless, but then we can't send anything back. But I just want you to show you how it looks like when things come in. So now that we got the work stream, the channel has been created, the work stream has been created. Let me open that up. And you can see that I have an active number right there. So let me go ahead and do a test on the number 888-279-2719. Hey, this is a test. There we go. So I'm sending one now. Let me do it again. 2719, but then from my USA number, that is perhaps faster. Send. So let's see if that actually comes in. Again, I have to be available for things to come in. Let me see, and there we go. I got an incoming SMS request, so let me accept that. This is an old one. There we go. It will be added to your inbox because it's an asynchronous message, right? And you can see that I got an SMS incoming. And you can see the difference. So this is through ACS. You see that there's no little banner here. If you have it through Twilio, it will actually send that here. And you can, as you can see, I can have multiple of these at the same time, right? I'll go ahead and close this one, and I can just interact with this. Now, as I said before, if you do not have it verified, and I'm saying, hey, I want to send a message back, you will see that this will actually fail. So it takes a quick second, and then it says, well, message failed to send. The carrier rejected it because it has not been verified, right? So the customer will not get anything. So mind that if you want to use this, then it is necessary to verify that through the Azure side of things. All in all, very, very easy to add an SMS channel right now. A really good job from the Microsoft team there. Really happy because before it was only possible to do this through Twilio, and I'd rather have it all natively in my own tenant. That makes much more sense. Also for data residency, it makes much more sense. So very happy with the progression on contact centering.